Hello, we're our Lives channel. Today we will learn about one of the most shocking betrayals in daytime television history. Beloved DOOL star Greg Vaughn has turned his back on the NBC soap opera that made him a household name and an Emmy Award winner, choosing instead to jump ship to CBS's emerging competitor Beyond the Gates, a bold new daytime drama that has been aggressively stealing viewers and threatening the very existence of established soap operas like Days of Our Lives. Industry insiders are now buzzing with explosive rumors that Days of Our Lives executives are absolutely furious about Vaughn's defection and are planning the ultimate revenge, permanently killing off his character Eric Brady in the most devastating storyline imaginable, effectively slamming the door shut on any possibility of the actor ever returning to Salem. The stunning betrayal that shocked daytime television. Greg Vaughn's decision to join Beyond the Gates represents nothing short of a calculated betrayal of the Days of Our Lives family that embraced him, celebrated him, and awarded him with the industry's highest honor when he won the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in 2018. For over a decade, Vaughn portrayed Eric Brady, the son of beloved super couple Roman Brady and Marlena Evans, building a loyal fanbase and becoming an integral part of Salem's most important storylines. The show invested years in developing Eric's journey from conflicted priest to passionate lover, from tortured soul seeking redemption to devoted father, trying to build a life with Nicole Walker and their son Jude. But all of that loyalty and investment apparently meant nothing to Vaughn when CBS came calling with an offer to join Beyond the Gates, the revolutionary new soap opera that has been systematically dismantling the daytime television landscape since its groundbreaking premiere on February 24, 2025. Created by former bold and beautiful head writer Michelle Valjean, Beyond the Gates made history as the first daytime soap opera with a predominantly African-American cast since Generations ended in 1991, and more importantly, it has been an unprecedented ratings juggernaut that is destroying the competition. According to CBS's official press release announcing the show's renewal for a second season, Beyond the Gates has improved its time period by a staggering 48% in broadcast viewership compared to its predecessor The Talk, and even more devastatingly, it is beating ABC's legendary General Hospital by 7% among the crucial women 25 to 54 demographic. The fact that Vaughn would abandon Days of Our Lives to join a show that represents an existential competitive threat to the entire NBC daytime lineup has sent shockwaves through the industry and reportedly left DOL executives, producers, and cast members feeling absolutely betrayed and blindsided. Sources close to the production have revealed that Vaughn gave no advance warning about his plans to join Beyond the Gates, and the announcement came as a complete shock to everyone associated with Days of Our Lives who believed the actor would continue his recurring status and return periodically to Salem as he had done throughout 2024 and 2025. Beyond the Gates, the competitive threat that changes everything. To fully understand the magnitude of Vaughn's betrayal, one must recognize that Beyond the Gates is not just another soap opera peacefully coexisting in the daytime television ecosystem. It is an aggressive, well-funded competitor specifically designed to steal viewers from established shows like Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, The Young and the Restless, and The Bold and the Beautiful. The show emerged from a powerful partnership between CBS Studios, the NAACP, and legendary soap opera producer Procter & Gamble, bringing together an unprecedented combination of financial resources, creative talent, and promotional muscle. Beyond the Gates represents CBS's first new daytime soap opera since The Bold and the Beautiful premiered in 1987, and it is the first entirely new soap opera to launch on any major American broadcast network since Passions debuted on NBC in 1999. The show's creation followed years of careful planning and development, with Michelle Valjean and executive producer Sheila Ducksworth spending decades dreaming of making a soap opera centered on an affluent black family with generational wealth. When CBS greenlit the project in April 2024 and fast-tracked it for a January 2025 premiere date, industry observers immediately recognized it as a game-changing moment for daytime television. Set in a lavish gated community in the wealthy Maryland suburbs outside Washington, D.C., Beyond the Gates follows the powerful Dupree family, described as black royalty, living in one of the most affluent African-American counties in the United States. The show features all the classic soap opera elements: love, betrayal, family secrets, romantic triangles, and explosive confrontations, but presents them through a groundbreaking lens that had been absent from daytime television for over 3 decades. The series centers on Vernon and Anita Dupree and their 2 daughters Nicole, a level-headed psychiatrist, and the fiery Danny, whose ex-husband Bill scantlessly left her to marry their daughter's best friend Haley in a wedding that opens the series with maximum drama. Production on Beyond the Gates began in November 2024 in Atlanta, Georgia, marking the first time that major American city has hosted a daily soap opera despite its well-established reputation as a production hub. The show films approximately 250 episodes per year, producing 80 or more script pages daily in the relentless, high-pressure environment that defines daytime television. By July 2025, the show had already reached its milestone 100th episode, a significant achievement that demonstrated its staying power and audience appeal. The May 2025 renewal announcement for a second season through the 2025 to 2026 television season confirmed what everyone in the industry already knew. Beyond the Gates had become a legitimate powerhouse that posed a serious threat to every other soap opera on television. The revenge plot, Days of Our Lives plans to kill Eric Brady. Multiple sources within the Days of Our Lives production have now confirmed that show executives, led by executive producer Ken Corday, are planning a shocking and permanent exit for Eric Brady that will involve the character's death in a storyline designed to be so final and so devastating that there will be absolutely no possibility of Greg Vaughn ever reprising the role. This decision represents an extraordinary departure from standard soap opera practice, which typically keeps the door open for popular characters to return even when actors leave the show for extended periods or pursue other opportunities. The precedent for this kind of permanent character elimination was established earlier in 2025 when Days of Our Lives killed off the legendary John Black following the real-life death of actor Drake Hodgson from pancreatic cancer. On the emotional June 2, 2025 episode, John died in the hospital from devastating internal injuries sustained during a laboratory explosion, with his wife Marlena Evans crying at his bedside as he took his final breath. The death scene was carefully crafted with Hodgson's approval before his passing, and executive producer Ken Corday explained that the show needed to provide a definitive reason for John's 9-month absence from the canvas. However, the situation with Eric Brady is dramatically different because Greg Vaughn is very much alive and actively choosing to work for a competing soap opera that is directly threatening Days of Our Lives' survival and relevance in the increasingly competitive daytime television landscape. Industry insiders suggest that the decision to kill off Eric represents both a practical storytelling necessity and a symbolic message to other cast members who might be considering similar defections to Beyond the Gates or other emerging competitors. By permanently eliminating Eric Brady from the canvas in a high-profile death storyline, Days of Our Lives sends an unmistakable signal that the show will not tolerate betrayal and will not leave the door open for actors who abandon the DOOL family for greener pastures at rival networks. The Eric Brady death storyline is reportedly being crafted to maximum dramatic effect, potentially involving a heroic sacrifice, a tragic accident, or a shocking murder that will reverberate throughout Salem for months to come. Writers are said to be developing a multi-episode arc that will bring Eric back to Salem one final time, allowing for emotional goodbye scenes with his mother Marlena, his father Roman, his siblings Sammy and Brady, and potentially even a final encounter with his estranged wife Nicole Walker before his devastating demise. The goal is to create a storyline so powerful and so final that viewers will have no doubt that Eric Brady is gone forever, and that Greg Vaughn burned his bridges with Days of Our Lives beyond any possibility of repair. No second chances. The door slams shut forever. Unlike the recurring character arrangement that Greg Vaughn enjoyed throughout 2024 and 2025, which allowed him to periodically return to Days of Our Lives for brief visits while maintaining his home base in Paris with Nicole and Jude, the planned death of Eric Brady will permanently eliminate any possibility of future returns. This represents a dramatic shift in how Days of Our Lives handles major character departures, particularly for legacy characters connected to the show's most important families. The harsh reality is that Greg Vaughn will have absolutely no opportunity to walk back his decision to join Beyond the Gates and return to the safety and familiarity of Salem. Once Eric Brady dies on screen in what promises to be a devastating and emotionally wrenching storyline, that's it. Game over, no resurrection, no mysterious survival, no convenient coma or witness protection program that might allow the character to miraculously return years later. Days of Our Lives is making it crystal clear that this betrayal comes with permanent consequences that cannot be undone regardless of how Vaughn's experience at Beyond the Gates ultimately unfolds. This scorched earth approach stands in stark contrast to how the show has handled other actor departures in recent years, typically leaving characters alive in off-screen locations like Europe, California, or other international destinations where they can theoretically be brought back whenever storylines require or actor availability permits. The decision to kill Eric represents a fundamental shift in strategy, driven by the executive's fury over Vaughn's defection to a direct competitor that threatens Days of Our Lives' very existence in an increasingly challenging daytime television landscape. The troubling signs were already there. In retrospect, the warning signs of trouble were clearly visible for anyone paying close attention to Eric Brady's recent storylines and Greg Vaughn's increasingly sporadic appearances on Days of Our Lives throughout 2024 and 2025. During Eric's most recent return to Salem for Holly's high school graduation ceremony, keen-eyed viewers noticed deeply troubling signs about the state of Eric and Nicole's marriage that now appear to have been laying groundwork for Eric's ultimate fate. Holly mentioned to friends that Eric and Nicole were sitting on opposite sides of the auditorium and notably not speaking to each other during the graduation, with Nicole leaving immediately after the ceremony citing their son Jude's illness back in Paris, while Eric chose to remain in Salem rather than returning with his wife to check on their supposedly sick child. Eric himself confirmed during recent episodes that he and Nicole are not getting along right now. A shocking admission that sent waves of concern through the devoted fanbase that had invested years in supporting this star-crossed couple through countless obstacles and separations. EJ DiMera also made cryptic comments about trouble in paradise regarding Eric and Nicole's relationship, further fueling speculation that their marriage was falling apart. These storyline developments now appear to have been deliberately constructed to prepare viewers for Eric's permanent departure and ultimate death, creating emotional distance between Eric and Nicole, so that his eventual demise won't completely derail Nicole's ability to continue as an active character in Salem. The fact that Greg Vaughn returned to Days of Our Lives earlier in 2025 for the emotionally devastating Drake Hodgson tribute episodes, where Eric came back to Salem to honor John Black's memory and support his grieving mother Marlena, makes his subsequent betrayal feel even more callous and calculated. Vaughn spoke movingly about Drake Hodgson being a father figure and praised the veteran actor's quiet leadership on set, participating in some of the most emotionally raw and authentic episodes in Days of Our Lives history. For Vaughn to then turn around mere months later and jump ship to Beyond the Gates suggests that those heartfelt tributes and expressions of loyalty to the DOL family were nothing more than empty words designed to maintain his options while he secretly negotiated with the competition. What Vaughn's character will be on Beyond the Gates. Adding insult to injury, Greg Vaughn's role on Beyond the Gates is being treated as a major casting coup and promotional opportunity for the CBS soap opera, with showrunner Michelle Valjean deliberately maintaining an air of mystery about who Vaughn will be portraying and what his character's connections to the established residents of Fairmont Crest might be. The official announcement confirmed only that Vaughn will make his debut sometime during Beyond the Gates' second season, with episodes expected to air before the end of December 2025, but network representatives have refused to divulge any specific details about the character's name, background, relationships, or storyline. This calculated secrecy has generated enormous buzz and anticipation among Beyond the Gates viewers, who are speculating wildly about potential storylines and character connections across social media platforms and soap opera fan forums. Will Vaughn be playing a powerful businessman who threatens the Dupree family's dominance in the gated community? Could he arrive as a mysterious love interest for one of the established female characters? Might his character have a secret past that intersects with multiple families and exposes long-buried scandals? The possibilities are endless, and the showrunners are clearly relishing the attention and speculation that Vaughn's casting announcement has generated. What makes this situation particularly galling for Days of Our Lives is that Michelle Valjean and Greg Vaughn have an established working relationship from his celebrated 6-year run as Lucky Spencer on General Hospital from 2003 to 2009, when Valjean was part of the writing team. This pre-existing professional connection suggests that Valjean specifically targeted Vaughn for recruitment to Beyond the Gates, knowing his strengths as an actor and his ability to generate chemistry with co-stars and emotional investment from viewers. The fact that Vaughn's mystery role is being promoted as a major addition rather than a minor supporting character or brief guest appearance, indicates that Beyond the Gates has significant plans for the Emmy-winning actor and intends to make him a central part of their ongoing storytelling. The final verdict: a cautionary tale of betrayal and consequences. Greg Vaughan's shocking defection from Days of Our Lives to join the emerging competitive threat Beyond the Gates will ultimately be remembered as one of the most significant and controversial casting moves in daytime television history. A cautionary tale about the dangers of biting the hand that feeds you and the permanent consequences that can result from choosing short-term opportunities over long-term loyalty. The actor's decision to abandon the NBC soap opera that gave him his Emmy Award, his most iconic role, and over a decade of steady employment in favor of an unproven competitor has provoked fury and disappointment among Days of Our Lives executives, cast members, and devoted fans who feel personally betrayed by someone they considered part of the DOOL family. The show's planned revenge, permanently killing off Eric Brady in a devastating storyline that will slam the door shut on any possibility of Vaughn ever returning to Salem, represents an unprecedented level of finality for a major legacy character connected to the show's most important families. This decision signals a fundamental shift in how Days of Our Lives will handle future actor departures, particularly those involving defections to direct competitors that threaten the show's survival in an increasingly challenging daytime television landscape where Beyond the Gates has already proven it can beat established soaps like General Hospital in crucial demographic ratings. For Greg Vaughn, the gamble of joining Beyond the Gates may ultimately prove to be either the smartest career move of his professional life or a catastrophic miscalculation that permanently damages his reputation and eliminates his safety net. With Days of Our Lives, only time will tell whether Beyond the Gates can maintain its impressive early momentum and continue its historic rating success, or whether the show will follow the path of other heavily promoted soap opera launches that flamed out after initial curiosity faded. What is absolutely certain is that if Vaughn's experience at Beyond the Gates doesn't work out as planned, he will discover that the door back to Days of Our Lives has been permanently welded shut, with Eric Brady dead and buried in Salem Cemetery with no possibility of miraculous resurrection or convenient plot device to bring him back to life. The brutal message to other actors contemplating similar moves is unmistakable. Betray Days of Our Lives at your own peril, because there are no second chances, no forgiveness, and no path back once you've chosen to side with the competition.